Hi, my name's James Reardon. I'm a writer. I've written 33 books, including Break On Through, biography of Jim Morrison, which was a New York Times bestseller, Stone, biography of Oliver Stone, who used my Morrison book to make his film The Doors, in part. And I've also written a book on Rwanda, the Bishop of Rwanda, that talks about the genocide there. But there's a book I want to do that I'm not being allowed to do. It's called Blood Sacrifice, How Corporate America Destroyed the Next Generation. In case you haven't noticed, teenagers are in trouble. The alcohol abuse rates, the drug using rates, crime rates, pregnancy rates, all these things have been climbing. And the reason is that Madison Avenue targets them because they're a huge market. I'll give you one case in point. A good friend of mine, Richard Keel, used to play Jaws in the James Bond series. You remember Richard, big guy. Well, Richard told me he was approached by a major beer company and asked to do a commercial at that time. And that was some number of years ago, but it was going on then too. He turned it down. They doubled the offer. He turned it down again. They doubled it again. So he went to see the vice president of marketing, and he said, "What do you want me for? I'm just a character actor." And they showed him a survey, and they said, "Because you have a strong appeal with 10 to 13-year-old boys." Now, why did they want to target beer commercials to 10 to 13-year-old boys? Because if a boy drinks at age 12, 40% of those will become an alcoholic. If a boy drinks at age 15, he is 5 times more likely to become an alcoholic than if he would drink at age 21. And it's not just the alcohol and the beer companies, it's the fashion targeting of young girls. You got sexy outfits for 8-year-old girls. You're putting the whole allure trip into their minds really early. That's why we have increases in bulimia and anorexia and all these kinds of things. Nobody's talking about this in the sense of how they're being targeted marketing-wise. I've been trying to do this book. I can't get a deal for it. It's an expensive book to do. It would require me to do a lot of research. Of course, I have to cover myself legally, as you can imagine, because I'll be taking on some big companies and approaching this kind of thing. But it needs to be done. My youngest son, Jeremiah, was killed when he was 16 years old, coming home from a party where 50 kids from his school were drinking. That's him. I started an organization called Make It Stick to try to help teens be aware of the dangers that became involved with alcohol. Since then, I've done research, I've gotten more and more involved, and I've looked at these things, and it's an epidemic. An example of how alcohol companies target teens is the product Alco Pops. Alco Pops look like fruit drinks, the kind of fruit drinks that you would carry on your way to school. In fact, I handed out 40 such fruit drinks at a national conference and asked the people to tell me which ones were 30 proof. They couldn't do it, but it's there. Alco Pops are designed to go in a teenage girl's purse so she can drink during her school lunch. The 4 leading causes of teenage death: auto accidents, drownings, murders, suicides. Alcohol is a factor in 50% of those cases. I just want to do something that tells the true story, puts it out there for the public to see. I need your help doing that. If you can help me fund this project, I will make sure it gets out there and gets to the public. Thank you.